Hi Capricorn. Thank you so much for coming over to my channel. This is actually a general reading for February 2019. And we're going to go over overall energy for the month, career and finance, relationships as a whole. So friends, family, dog, lover, you know, whatever. Spiritual growth and items that we need to work on. Okay. So this should resonate for your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, but it also could resonate for your Jupiter, which is luck and expansion, Pluto, which is transformation, and Lilith. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get into your reading. So Capricorn, February 2019. What's the overall energy for Capricorn, February 2019 as a whole? Okay, beautiful. What's career and finance look like for Capricorn, February 2019? Career and finance, Capricorn, February 2019. Whoa, okay. One more to clarify this, please. Okay. Relationships for Capricorn, February 2019. Relationships for Capricorn, February 2019 as a whole. Family, friends, lovers. What's the overall energy for relationships for Capricorn? Okay. What is Capricorn's advice for spiritual growth and wellness? What is Capricorn's advice for spiritual growth and wellness? Okay. Capricorn's item that they need to work on. What's hidden that needs to come to light for Capricorn for February? Okay. Let's see. Hopefully you guys can see that guy too. Okay. So Capricorn, I think February is going to be a one of waiting. So like similar to Leo, they had a lot of waiting as far as it was like for money or for like those kind of things. But I feel like you guys are in a space where you're kind of hoping and wishing something is going to come through. I do feel that you guys are heavily fixated on you know, something coming in. It definitely could be money. It definitely could be, you know, you focusing on the person that, you know, you love, wanting them to come back, but you're highly fixated right now. I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing, because I feel like with the star card, there's a lot of manifestation there because you're putting positive things out into the universe, right? So I feel like doing that, you are in some way manifesting, you know, your hopes, your goals, and your dreams. I definitely also see that you guys had your hopes up that something was gonna go a specific way, and I feel like this is more so for money for you guys, and it just took like a hard left, and it could be that there was something that stalled it. And that's forcing you into this place where like you're constantly like checking your email, checking your mail, checking, you know, different things, because there's a big weight here. And I just see you being very patient, but it is somewhat obsessing over, you know, what's forcing you to wait right here. Could be tax return. I mean, it could be other money coming in, like maybe you got a bonus from work and you're waiting for that to come in. Maybe it's a review, you know, something to that extent where it is putting you in this kind of like weird period. So for career and finance, you have the Four of Cups with the Three of Wands. So I feel like, you know, you're definitely upset right now, right? I think, you know, things didn't go as planned. Maybe you felt like you deserved a bigger bonus. Maybe, you know, you're frustrated right now with your job because it's like maybe you didn't get that promotion. But it's definitely like an area where you're very frustrated, and it's like you feel like I want what I want. I don't care. Like, it's what I want, right? And I think the thing that I respect most about Capricorn, especially with my son being a Capricorn, it's like if his mind is set on something, it doesn't matter. Like, he's gonna get it because he's so persistent. So I do see you being very persistent and waiting, because it's like you've sent it out, now you're waiting for it to come in. This definitely could be, like I said, on a job offer. It could be on a money. It could be a certain investment. But I do feel like you're waiting for another person to come in and communicate something with you. Okay? With your love life or your relationships, right? This is reconciliation. So, you know, this could go as far as like, you know, maybe you're not talking to one of your parents, right? And this is a time where, you know, you guys kind of contact each other, and now there's like this, you know, this even ground, and you're capable of reconciling things because, you know, you're stopping these cycles of fixation and feeling right and those type of things, right? It could also be reconciling with a boyfriend or a girlfriend, realizing that, hey, like, I don't want to live without this person in my life. You know, you could be waiting for this person to come back, right? And watching them and hoping for them. And this card is saying like, hey, they are coming. Now below it says someone from your past is returning to your life. Now this could be a friend, you know what I mean? Like, could be somebody that you've known for a long time, and, you know, things just didn't go well. And finally, you know, you guys have contact with one another, and it reignites that match. And you guys realize like, why the hell were we even fighting in the first place, right? Now what you need to work on as far as spiritual growth is cycles. So, there was another, I think it was Leo actually that got cycles as well. And, you know, what I said in their reading was cycles happen constantly. So usually whatever happens around the same date, let's say like Christmas, right? And, maybe during Christmas time, you know, your boyfriend or girlfriend or significant other ends up, you know, you guys end up getting back together, but then after Christmas, you guys break up, right? But it's like every Christmas, there's that good part of Christmas. But then, you know, when it comes to Valentine's Day, you know, you guys are not speaking. And it's like every year, like think back over the years, okay? And think about what mental space you were in, and who was around for those time periods. And I'm going to tell you, it's going to be weird as shit, because you're going to start seeing that there is a consistent pattern with subjects that we go through, right? Items that we go through. And it's weird to finally make that correlation. And what this is asking you to do is to break those cycles. Whoa, hey, this damn thing just fell over on me. Hold on one second. I'm trying to fix it. Hopefully it will stay. 1 second, Capricorn, sorry. Guess I was getting too excited here. Okay, so back to your guys' reading. I just definitely feel like they're telling you to, like, it's time to break these cycles, right? It's like, it's 2019, 2018 needs to stay in the past, and it's time to, you know, start taking accountability for the fact that you guys actually have control over it. Like, you guys are so freaking smart. I mean, I don't think I've ever met a Capricorn that was dumb. And because you guys are highly intelligent and you are a fixed sign, right? You tend to stay in this consistent circle, right? And it's hard to break free. So that's why this is your advice, okay? Now, the next card you guys have is Obsession. And this is, you know, these cards are dope because they're telling us what we need to work on that we keep hidden, right? It's like things we don't want people to know that we're doing or that we need to work on, and we repress, right? We're repressing the darkness. But, you know, in order to grow spiritually, we have to let this shit out, okay? We have to bring it to the light. So obsession, the number is 3, and this is about being in denial, okay? And it says for the sentence, there is nothing else that can replace my focus, and all things led to one, then they all disappear into one until only one that remains. And it's talking about when you guys drown in this whole, you know, being fixated, we should probably just close our eyes, right? When we're just drowning in it, okay? And we don't end up going into this super dark place. We just fall asleep and then we wake up and we can continue, right? But when you guys feel yourself, you know, being obsessive, right? This is a trick of our like perception, okay? And a lot of times, you know, obsessions can ultimately, you know, manifest, and they can, you know, one starts, then another one, then another one, then another one, okay? It's like all the light is through a lens, and then, you know, it goes to a single point, and then that point starts to blaze, and then we're under this big fire, right? So what they're telling you is to stop fixating, okay? And I think that that's very clear here. Look, you guys have the Star card, heavily fixated. You have, you know, obsessions, heavily fixated, cycles. This is, I feel like for you guys, what you guys need to focus on is mentally breaking free of that, right? That's something that is coming in very heavily for you guys. So, but overall, I mean, honestly, let's keep it 100. February is a short ass month, right? 28 days, or, you know, is this the month where we have, or this the year where we have 29? I don't know. But February is a short ass month, okay? So this waiting period is not as long as it's going to be. And, you know, I think that you guys still should keep your hope alive and continue to manifest positive things and not fixate on the negative, all right? So thank you so much for coming to my reading. I appreciate it. So the next general readings will be out March 2019, and love readings will be out in the next week, all right? So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.